CD Projekt Red just showcased the most insane Witcher 4 gameplay, except it wasn't gameplay, not even a little bit, and that's the problem. The internet went mental, Reddit threads exploding, YouTube titles screaming about gameplay reveals, TikTok clips going viral. Everyone was convinced they'd just seen the future of RPGs, even me. But we hadn't. We'd seen a tech demo, a very beautiful but very misleading tech demo in my opinion that had absolutely nothing to do with the actual game. And if that sounds familiar, well of course it does, because we've been here before. Credit where it's due, this looked incredible. Properly next-gen stuff. Ciri's character model was stunning. All of the meta-human tech and realistic facial animations. The environments were mental, dense forests, bustling markets, snow that actually looked like snow. And then there's the horse. They literally showed us an x-ray of its muscles flexing in real time. Machine learning deformation they called it, because that's what I've always wanted. Anatomically correct horse musculature. Fair enough. 300 NPCs wandering about the marketplace, all individually animated, no frame drops, seamless world streaming as Ciri rides from wilderness into a town, all running at 60 FPS with ray tracing enabled on a base PS5. 60 frames with ray tracing on hardware from 2020. That's not just impressive, that's setting expectations through the roof. And they presented this perfectly. CD Projekt Red's cinematic director stood there with his own dedicated controller cam, seemingly playing through the whole thing, alongside live commentary suggesting it was a genuine gameplay demo. Everything about the presentation screamed, "This is how The Witcher 4 plays," without anyone actually saying those words. And that's pretty smart. That's the psychological hook right there. You see someone with a controller, your brain goes, oh, that's gameplay. Doesn't matter what they're calling it, you're watching someone play a game. That could be you in a few years riding through Kovir, talking to merchants, watching horse muscles flex. Except we don't actually know if he was controlling anything at all. Could have been the most elaborate bit of theatre in gaming, because we've seen this before. Developers playing completely scripted sequences while pretending that it's live. But it didn't matter, the damage was done, the headlines started rolling in immediately. Tech Radar, PC Gamer, IGN, everyone's calling it gameplay everywhere, proving the point perfectly. Most people don't compute corporate speak. They don't know what a tech demo showcasing cutting-edge technology powering the new Witcher saga actually means. They see controller cam, they think gameplay. That ambiguity isn't an accident, it's the whole point. The internet absolutely lost its mind, we all did. Reddit threads hitting thousands of upvotes in minutes, YouTube reaction videos calling it the future of gaming, TikTok clips racking up millions of views. Everyone, including me, was convinced they just witnessed the second coming, the future of RPGs. The excitement has been nuts. People genuinely thought that current gen consoles were about to deliver movie quality gameplay. Graphics that good, performance that smooth, worlds that alive, running on hardware they already owned. But then we remember Cyberpunk and how we got burned in 2020. Suddenly you start to realise the controller cam did look a bit dodgy, and it makes you think about that almost entirely fake Cyberpunk E3 demo from 2018. Now look, if this kind of industry bollocks winds you up as much as it does me, hit that subscribe button. I'm not here to blow smoke up anyone's arse about games, just honest takes about an industry that loves to think we're just idiots with wallets. Thank you. CDPR watched the chaos unfold for a few hours, then they scrambled into damage control mode. Same day clarifications to VGC, IGN, Eurogamer. This is a tech demo, not The Witcher 4 itself. It doesn't fully represent the final game. The visuals reflect the direction that we're taking. IGN then quietly changed their YouTube title from gameplay to tech demo. Other outlets started adding disclaimers. The backtracking was swift, but the damage was already done. Millions of people had already seen it, already had their expectations set sky high, already started their PS5 upgrades. The mission was already accomplished. And we've been here before. Back in 2018, E3, CD Projekt Red unveils a 48-minute Cyberpunk gameplay walkthrough. It was absolutely jaw-dropping, Night City looked incredible, the systems were deep, V was infiltrating hideouts, making meaningful choices. Adam Badowski, head of studio at CD Projekt Red, himself said that this is how Cyberpunk 2077 looks today, not that this is their aspirational target or that it represents their vision, this is how it looks today. And of course it wasn't. Bloomberg investigated it, and 3 years later we saw the truth. Over 20 current and former CD Projekt Red employees confirmed what we all suspected, that that demo was almost entirely fake. They hadn't even coded the underlying gameplay systems yet. Features shown in that demo never made it to the final game because they didn't even exist. Car ambushes where enemies leap onto your vehicles mid-chase were gone. Wall running mechanics they showed off were binned. The wanted system that was supposed to make make Night City feel alive was barely functional. Third-person cutscenes that let you see your custom character were scrapped for first-person only. All the life paths they promised that our backgrounds would fundamentally change our experience. Corpo, Street Kid, Nomad, all supposedly different ways to approach the world. In reality, we got a few dialogue options and a slightly different opening hour. This wasn't a case of just things changed during the development. It was a systematic overselling of features that didn't exist, packaged as gameplay demonstration of the current build. And Badovsky then started defending it as a test of the vision, a vertical slice. So what's the point? Why show a test vision and present it like current gameplay? Why create a vertical slice that bears no resemblance to the horizontal reality? Because it works. The demo generated massive hype, pre-orders flooded in, the marketing job was done. Fast forward to 2025, different game, identical playbook, show something impressive, let people assume it's representative of the actual game, and then clarify later when pressed about it. Call it a tech demo showcasing cutting edge technology while describing it in gameplay terms. Same tactics, same timeline, same results. After the Cyberpunk disaster, they promised a complete overhaul of their marketing approach, shorter campaigns, better expectation management, waiting until games are closer to launch before showing things like trailers, demos, or going in depth about any mechanics. Most importantly, focusing communication on polished game footage, not concepts. So here we are. Witcher 4 isn't expected till 2027 at the earliest, and that's over 2 years away, and they're showing us what exactly? A concept, a vision, a tech demo that doesn't fully represent the final game. And look, fair play, they did clarify same day this time. They did call it a tech demo up front, and that's progress, I suppose. But what does that even mean anymore? Tech demo has become the perfect corporate escape hatch. Show something stunning using a massively hyped game, let it generate even more hype, then hide behind the label when people point out the obvious problems. If it's not representative of The Witcher 4, then why call it The Witcher 4 at all? Why use Ciri? Why show Kovir? Why frame it around gameplay? Because in my eyes, they know exactly what they're doing, same as before, just with better disclaimers this time. And this isn't just CDPR, Hellblade 2 did the same, with trailers for years that looked nothing like actual gameplay. Fable's teaser was gorgeous and told us absolutely nothing. Even Microsoft's Aaron Greenberg admitted that pre-rendered in-engine has the potential to be the most misleading. But they keep doing it. Why? Because it works every single time. We saw insane Witcher 4 gameplay and we lost our minds. We generated millions of views, thousands of articles, endless social media buzz. Job done. The disclaimers then came later, the clarifications got buried, but the hype is permanent. Until we stop falling for tech demos dressed up as gameplay reveals, they'll keep making them. Why wouldn't they? It's the perfect strategy. Show us what we want to see, call it something technically accurate but practically meaningless, and watch the internet explode. Then act surprised when people feel misled. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, give it a like and subscribe for more honest RPG takes. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.